Friend's sister relentlessly flirts with my husband at wedding, causing a heated confrontation, and now I'm being pressured to publicly apologize to her. I 31F am close friends with Lisa, 33F, we met at college, and became roommates, and I love her to death. Lisa has a sister Amy, 20F, whom I've met occasionally in college, but she was so young at that time we never really hung out. Lisa had a bridal shower in February and I financially contributed to most of it since I wasn't able to be there in person to help with the planning. I gave money to Amy to pay for everything, the decor, food and alcohol. I even paid for an overnight stay at a hotel for all 7 girls. I did all of this because I couldn't make it to her bachelorette party the week before. I had also paid for the limo Amy wanted to host the party in. At the shower I saw Amy and she was gushing about how I had spent a lot of money on Lisa. I just said if it's for Lisa I would have paid for anything. Amy was hinting that my job was paying so much money for me to spend on Lisa this much. I'm a new surgeon, just graduated from residency, I got a pay bump but not a lot. I'm lucky because my husband is supporting me while I go through fellowship. My husband, 40M, is a doctor too, but so much more advanced in his career than me. For my wedding gift he paid off the remainder of my student loans. He is amazing and I am obsessed with him. Wedding happened in March, my husband and I came for the wedding. Family and close friends were invited to Lisa's parents' place for dinner after. Amy was very handsy with my husband. Even during the wedding she was asking him about his job, how smart he was to be working in the ICU, how hot he was, how he looks like a young Alain Delon, blah blah. My husband was giving me signals to come to him and I did. This happened at least 2 more times. At Lisa's parents, Amy was wrapping her arm around my husband's back and was serving him drinks and food. I told Lisa's mom about how Amy's mocking me and my husband very uncomfortable, and her mom pulled her aside and told her off, I think because she came out grumpy. She was still acting like a crazed teenager because when we wanted to leave she wouldn't give my husband his jacket back to him and kept sniffing it. I had a feeling that she was drunk and completely out of it. My husband raised his voice and told her to stop messing around and give it to him. I yelled, "Can you stop being so difficult? You've been shamelessly flirting with my husband in front of me the whole day. Give me the damn jacket and leave us alone." I got a text from Lisa's mom demanding I publicly apologize to Amy, as in post on social media a heartfelt apology, because some of the guests heard me yell at her and thought I was overreacting and humiliated her. Lisa is on my side and told me Amy has always had gold-digging tendencies and that this isn't the first time she'd done something like this. She flirted with her friend's dad and their next-door neighbor who is married when she thought that they were wealthy. Lisa said that she'll handle it. I already felt so bad I ruined the last moments of her wedding day and now she has to deal with this. I'm ruminating on this a lot lately and wondering if I should apologize to Amy. I don't want to, but then again if I did, I would explain exactly what happened and how it merited my reaction to her. Though this might add fuel to the fire. There is so much drama right now and I want to preserve my friendship with Lisa. Update 1, keeping it as short as I can and typos galore cause I'm on call. Previous post got so popular that Amy's mom found it and texted me to take down, in all caps. I got around to read most of the comments a day after I posted when I finished my shift. I did not apologize to anyone or did anything at all. Frankly, I forgot about it since I had people close to dying on me left and right at work. I gaslit Amy's mom into thinking that I never did such a thing and that I did not have a Reddit account. She believed it, I think, since she didn't text me back. Simon, the details I put in that post were exactly what she experienced and she didn't find it odd? For clarification, 1. One of you said I had a spine of a jellyfish. Love that comment, and not apologizing was the right thing to do. I was hesitant and was actually considering giving that apology because of the fact that she fed me and let me stay in her home during Thanksgiving and Christmas many years ago when I couldn't go home to my family. I'm the kind of person who'll remember every good thing you do for me and do my best to reciprocate or get even so as to not be indebted to you. What kind of mental illness is that? I never retained much of the psychiatric info from med school. 2. A lot of people insinuated that me being docile and restrained in those kinds of situations makes me a bad surgeon, to which I say I beg your effing pardon. Would you want someone who's operating on you have a criminal record for causing bodily harm/homicide? Also, I've dealt with worse than Amy. I've survived handling 19 psychotic patients with TBIs for a whole rotation. Me being aggressive would have gotten me kicked out of my fellowship. Things that have transpired. 1. I tried to avoid contacting Lisa since she went off on her honeymoon, but because of the popularity of my previous post I decided to give her a heads up. Lisa was more than apologetic. In fact, she FaceTimed me and we had a very teary conversation about her family. There were a lot more going on that I never knew, but mine and my husband's involvement in her family drama was the last straw. She had decided to go no contact with her mom and sister. She also warned me that Amy might approach my husband in some way, but no idea how. She's also getting her extended family involved about Amy. 2. My husband does not have any social media, so hot, and he did not give out his number to anyone at all during the wedding. He is anal about loyalty and transparency in our marriage. We have access to each other's electronics. I know he would never cheat on me. 3 days ago someone called my husband's clinic asking to get his number for an emergency and that she needed to get a hold of his wife. The nurse who answered refused to give a physician's personal number and the conversation got heated. My husband's colleague, another intensivist, took over and asked her to tell him what the emergency was so that he could tell my husband himself. The person on the phone argued some more, and when the doctor wouldn't give, she hung up. That friend told my husband what happened and said the woman didn't give her name but had a very high-pitched childlike voice. My husband immediately knew it was Amy, but we have no proof. I know it was her. She must have searched my husband's name on Google and found where he works, since his professional profile is online along with the name of his hospital. I'm getting more and more irritated by this whole thing and have gone full on mama bear mode over my husband. He was furiously annoyed after the wedding and was saying if the genders were switched he would have definitely gotten punched not even halfway through the wedding. My husband had terrible experiences with women before. 2 women at different times tried to baby trap him. 1 did some Sherlock level manipulation and 1 harassed us when we were dating. He is usually a cool and calm guy, but now he hasn't been smiling or joking around with me like he always does ever since the wedding. Anywho, my uncle, our lawyer, was consulted. Security at my husband's department and around our home have been notified. Thank you guys. P.S. Kelly, if you're reading this, do something about your younger daughter before something bad happens. Also, you don't deserve your older daughter. Edit. A Moriarty level manipulation. Now that makes more sense, not Sherlock. TF update 2. I've got so many DMs wanting an update, but some legal things happen. And I couldn't tell, especially since everyone that was involved knows about this post already. We have the number of the woman who called, but it wasn't Amy's number. I have her number, but she could have gotten another number. At that time, I was almost confident it was her, so I got the name of the person the phone number was registered to. We'll call her Cece Smith. What threw me off was this person had been using that number for 7 years, but I later found out this woman lives in the area Amy lives. I called Lisa to ask if she knew who Cece is, and lo and behold, Cece is Amy's best friend. I told Lisa about the call to the clinic. She went silent, said she had to go, and ended the call. The next day, March 21st, Lisa texted me that she had gotten a verbal confession from Amy about the call to my husband's clinic. Not only that, when everything happened right after the wedding, I had not blocked Amy from my Instagram yet. She must have gone through my followers list and found my husband's family, DM'd them with evidence that I was cheating on him. Wedding was on March 10th, the call was on March 15th, I blocked her March 16th. Sometime after March 10th she had found and gotten in contact with my mill, 2 Sills and my niece who is 13 years old about my infidelity. They were skeptical, thank God, and contacted my husband on March 23rd. I swear to God this girl is so stupid. I don't get why she would waste her time on doing this, and doing it very poorly at that. My Sill sent a screenshot of the chat from Ms_Amy's real name to my husband, and he wanted to throw his phone to the wall. Lisa sent me the recording of the entire call she had with Amy, admitting to everything and some serious threats about what she would do to me. One of which that she was going to report me to my state medical board. No basis whatsoever. Like I said, she is an idiot, the premium kind. We got in touch with my uncle, yes, the lawyer who you guys were so baffled about. Seriously, why is it so surprising that I have an uncle who's a lawyer? His wife is a lawyer and so is their daughter. They are a very righteous family. What else to say? We sent a C&D letter telling Amy to not contact me, husband and in-laws, and I let my chief of surgery and head of my program know about this just in case. March 29th she really reported me to the medical board. It doesn't have to be doctor-patient related. A doctor could be harassing someone in the grocery store and a witness can report that doctor to the board. That is the purpose of creating this avenue to complain. Even though they were warned about this, they still had to do the preliminary investigations on me and interview me to hear my side. Major pain in the ass for me, especially since I'm 5 months pregnant. The case on me is closed. April 3rd Amy DM'd my niece again with new evidence of my infidelity. My sweet niece ran to her mom, who told my husband and me. We got a court-ordered restraining order against her now. When all of this happened, Lisa was helping me along the way. The cherry on top was when Lisa had access to Amy's email and her Instagram. She never logged out, posted how she tried to home wreck a marriage and outing Amy online with screenshots and snippets of the phone call. Lisa changed her password and Amy couldn't log in to delete it. Lisa made this known to her entire family and they are putting pressure on her mom, hi Kelly, to rein her in. I don't know the specifics, but they are using the family inheritance or some heirloom as a bargaining chip for her to behave good. The girl has some mental issues for sure, would love to give her a lobotomy. I hope to God this is the last of this and Amy stays away from us, but I have this gnawing feeling that she's going to try something again. Lisa is the hero in this, honestly. She'll continue to keep an eye out to see if Amy starts shit again. If she does, Lisa's going to hire a hitman, so she says. I don't even know how to TLDR this. Read T or don't. I hope this is the final update. To the people who don't believe this happened, it did happen, but since it's so unreal, I don't blame you. P's husband and I are going to couples counseling together as per advised in the comments of the prior post. We are doing very well. He's planning an intimate gender reveal soon for me. He knows the gender since he's a trained sonographer, lol.